All right, so we are live on YouTube and Instagram. Um, we are just going to wait a few minutes for people to join the room. Today is Halloween special. We will be using hypnosis, um, using my voice to help you attain super witch power. So we are going to look. So we all know what Halloween is. Um, but it's a lot of fun party. We love that, and I think that's the best part of Halloween. This is how everybody was introduced to Halloween, right? Like all the cosplay party. There are actually shops in the US, probably in Canada too, that only opens for this month to sell costumes. Oh, hello, somebody's in the live room. Somebody. So the only shops that opens in October to sell costumes for cosplay people. And as a photographer, uh, the days after Halloween was like a candy store shopping for us. So we can like shop for costumes for photo shoots at a bargain price. So yeah, so if you need a costume or something, if you're in Boston, come by. I have a vast selections of cosplay items that you can borrow for the party. Um, just return it or not, I don't care. There's also so many costumes and shoot ideas that I have that I never use. So I have a lot of excess in costume, like a whole poison ivy outfit full of plastic plants. I think we shoot poison ivy once. If any models are out there still want to shoot, do a poison ivy shoot, I have the equipment and the costume. So okay, so Halloween, right? So like other than like happy, sexy cosplay party, um, we can talk a little bit about the history behind it all. Um, so it's basically the harvest season or the end of harvest season um, in Celtic culture. Um, it is also the opening of the, according to Celtic lore, it is the closest between the realm of life and realm of death. And, and this is actually the opening of the death portal for in Celtic lore. So the thing with Celtic lore is that a lot of them are not written down, and then um, most of it, most of what we know are done by scholarly trades and archaeology. And the problem is that it's highly Christian um, biased. So all the rich um, rituals and spell casting and shamanism, like the conduit between life and death. Most of them were lost in history, unfortunately. Um, so in the 8th century, the Catholic Church took over, and so if you're a Christian, right, like understand that most of your practices came from pagan roots. Um, the Pope wants to incorporate Celtic population into the church's realm, and they so they just incorporate pagan holidays and pagan festivals into Catholic practice. And the Catholic Church deems it that November 1st will be All Saints' Day for saints and martyrs of the church. And Halloween Halloween is like the night before. Hollow is like holiness, so like it's the night before All Saints' Day. Um, for those of you who are paying attention, a lot of Christian saints, quote unquote saints, are not actually humans. A lot of Christian saints are actually pagan demigods and regional gods and goddesses. Um, in order to appease um, their pagan population, the Catholic Church just canonize, quote unquote, pagan demigods. and give those demigods a written history that are highly Christianized or Catholicized. Uh, so yeah, so like the All Saints Day celebrates quote unquote Catholic and Christian saints and martyrs, and also pagan gods. Um, but so much for that. You can read that in Wikipedia. I'm sure there are unlimited amount of YouTube videos you can watch, and this is not my specialty. Um, what we do here is to give you my perspective as a black magician and how to use this to our advantage, right? We want to be scholar practitioner, right? And there should be like a balance of scholar and practices. So we kind of want to know where all these uh, events come from, all these rituals come from, but we also don't want to dogmatically stuck on the precise bodily movements and placement of items in the rituals, right? So like we want to have a good understanding of what's how it came to be, and then we want to put our twist based on our practices, and you will evolve from there on, right? Like um, this is 2024, and Halloween was quote unquote incorporated in the 8th century. So if my math is right, there is like a 1500, 1600 years of evolution in between us. Um, and today we want to put our spin based on the success in the past and our own trial and error to make this portal opening. We just call it this way, right? Like for our purposes, Halloween is a massive portal opening, um, where quote unquote good spirits will come through the portals, and as the portal opens, it will also pour astral energy into our magical working. The last few times we did the portal opening ritual, we have huge amount of success. A lot of my clients wrote back. They said their life was never the same. A lot of the blockages they have been struggling with has been opening up, and it's all about elevating the quality of our life overall, right? Um, yeah. So the last few times the portal opening, a lot of my clients who participated in the ritual felt their quality of life have vastly improved. Um, they are much they are one large step forward, the one large leap forward to fully unlock their potential, and they feel like their magical power has vastly enhanced. And after incorporated portal opening in all my rituals, I found that things have gone so much more. I won't say smoothly because you still have to like iron out the kinks, right? But like we see changes coming a lot more meaningfully and a lot massively. And as long as you are working toward your goals, oh, hello, FGFG, how are you? As long as you're working hard on your goals, and you are um, actively taking risk, understanding that there are success and losses, and you count, you're not famished about losses. You are actively pursuing your full potential. You'll find that these portal opening rituals is going to supercharge your magical abilities. From talking to a lot of people, I think they're stuck. They say they're stuck on their magic, or they feel that they're blocked, feeling blockages in their witch power because that very precise thing that they were wishing for doesn't manifest. And my response is, look for overall elevation in your life, right? Maybe at that particular moment, with the circumstances you're in right now, that there's no path to that particular wish, right? And once you have elevated your life to a higher energy orbit, you'll find that everything sort of come to you easily, and the thing that you wish for can come to you easily, or it may not even matter, right? It's all about elevating yourself. It's all about ascension, right? And the portal is going to give you more energy to lift yourself to this higher orbit, right? Um, so yeah, any questions? So what we're going to do today is a super witch hypnosis rituals. Um, if you're just joining us right now, we are using hypnosis, or if you're not that adventurous, guided meditation, um, to realign our aura, our energy, and then going to push you um, spiritually into higher orbits, right? And through these meditation or hypnosis session, we are physically transforming our spirits, our souls, into higher God forms. Um, so it's not a traditional clinical hypnosis that you go see on your weight loss sessions. This is much more powerful, much more profound, and much more spiritually aligned. Um, so we're going to use the hypnosis session to bring you close to this portal and open up this Halloween portal, and then pour astral energy um, into your aura. Um, now with this with this ritual or any other hypnosis session, right, you still need to be able to use the energy um, to benefit yourself, right? Giving your car a lot of gas doesn't mean that it's going to go faster, right? Um, or eating a lot of protein does not automatically makes you a better athlete. Or even if you take a lot of performance enhancing drugs, you're probably not going to be a much better hockey player or tennis player. You're just going to have more raw power, and you still have to refine your skill in order to adapt these power for good use, right? Um, so that's the caveat of it all. So like today's session is going to help you. It's going to push this massive amount of energy into your sphere and turn you into a super witch. So any questions before we start? So after you house Hong Kong, you guys have like Halloween parties in Hong Kong? Feeling lightheaded for some reason. It's my nostril. It never cooperates when I do live stream. Like I was I was breathing perfectly fine all day, all last night, until like the moment I turn on my mic, all my allergies come back, and I can only barely breathe through one of my nose. Excuse me. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry, I had to blow my nose. Didn't want you guys to hear that. Um, okay, I have to do that again. If you hear me mysteriously go offline and you don't hear my voice for a few, like a minute or so, that means I was blowing my nose and clearing my nostrils. Yeah. FGFT said I didn't go to Halloween party. I'm not at that age obsessed to clouded places anymore. Oh yeah. Well, I suppose there are like friends Halloween party, but they are all my friends are grown up and they have kids, and it's not so much fun anymore. I mean, it's fun for them. It's fun for the kids, you know. And if I go to these parties, quote unquote parties, I'll just be babysitting. Yeah, life moves fast. Next thing you know. Oh, by the way, next week, um, we are changing our clocks in North America. It's called fallback. So, like, verify this if you need to. So, if you're in Hong Kong or Singapore, um, live stream will start an hour earlier for you guys. Hopefully, you guys can make it. If a lot of you couldn't make it because of time zone change, then we can adjust the hour on our live stream. Yes, a bit hard to breathe. Like my nose is just like my sinuses just like swelled up for like no reason. Maybe because like I'm about to do something like black magic and witchy, and so many spirits are like in my sphere now, and they're like pushing all kind of energy into me. So I think it is like a natural thing. Like I'm sure we are not going to get any funding or acceptance at all, but there should be like a whole discipline of study called like black magic biology, like how black magic is influencing the biology of the practitioner. Like when I notice when I do different kind of rituals, or if I'm doing like a super massive kind of rituals, like my body will react. I think it is like normal if you just encountered any new sort of energy, like your immune system is going to act out because it just doesn't, like your body is not designed to handle this amount of like foreign energy passing through you, right? Be it like a new bacteria or just spirits moving through you. Like after you said before, could it get you sick? It is possible. It may not just be. It is just like natural biology and physics that so many spirit have moved through you. Maybe in a way, maybe sort of like radiation moving through. We don't know anything about spirits, right? We just say it is an energy form without quantifying as energy, right? Energy has like waveform and whatnot, right? And if you pass massive amount of energy through your body, your body's going to react. It could trigger autoimmune reaction. COVID is very much an autoimmune disease, right? Like it is. I know it's a kind of a cold, but like what kills you is not the COVID. It is the way your body react to it, right? Um, I'm not saying black magic is COVID, but like having different kind of spirits move through you when you are the portal, your body is going to react. So like my point is, I think it will be worth it to have a disciplines of biology studying how animals and human reacts to encountering spirits. Like I can definitely see correlations between myself and even plants around me reacts differently. So like plants doesn't react like immediately, but like over a few days you can tell, the plant grows differently around your outer space with invoking different kind of energies, with different kind of spirits. Excuse me. FGFG says so sick for 2 weeks, but he is very powerful spirit guide. Yeah, that is true. So, any questions from the field? I see there are people in the room. You're welcome to say hi. If not, we can start the session, the hypnosis session. So we burn a good around 15, 20 minutes. Basically just waiting for people to come in, and then keep in mind, once I started the hypnosis session, it's going to take, I don't know, half an hour. So the last few times was around half an hour. Before I can come back into the room and answer questions and see what you're speaking, typing. All right. All right. Maybe if I sit up better, it'll have better energy moving through. Also, like, maybe I shouldn't do like a big ritual before I do live stream. A, it is like draining through the ritual, and B, it is this residual smoke and fire that went through. I think maybe those help. Those are triggering, allergic reactions. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We are professionals. All right, I am back. Super witch power. Yeah, okay. I know what I can do. I can pop it through the bed. I got carded earlier for buying Sudafed. I got carded for buying Sudafed, and I got carded for buying cough syrup. I don't know. Maybe the Fed is onto me. I've been buying so many. Or maybe the witch hunt is on. They're tracking me. They see this black magician buying so many pharmaceutical. They want to keep track on who's doing it. The government is onto me. All right, let me pop this pill, and we'll have a little bit of cough syrup, and then we'll start. Yeah, anybody have any questions jumping in? What happened to my Singapore contingent? Anybody from Singapore here? You all have so many questions on my inbox and DMs and on SC. Everybody have like so many long questions. And now that I'm on live stream, everybody's quiet. Oh, hey, Dallas, how are you? How's the paradise? We're also on YouTube, so the sound is probably much better on YouTube. you can join us there, because simply because like we have a professional mic hooked up in the on YouTube, and on IG I'm just speaking into the phone. So we are about to start the hypnosis session, but the problem is my nostril is all messed up for some reason. So I'm just taking some pills and doing some pipe cleaning, and then we will start the hypnosis session. Yeah, feel free to ask me any questions, Dallas. I've known you for many years, and glad to see that you are doing so well in your tropical paradise. All right, let me just go off mic a little bit. All right, so I also have like a second book coming. Remember Occult Experience, the original book. I am just writing out some of my experiences, so we're going to push out Occult Experiences 2, maybe this week, if not next week. Maybe I will rush to publish some more interesting stuff for Halloween, like love spell story and things like that, more like a bestseller thing. I've also been pushing out a few quote unquote romance novels on Amazon, and they've been selling pretty good. There was once upon a time, many years ago, I thought I'd be making money on Amazon. When I started, things went pretty good, and then I don't have enough time to write, and then got quiet. And these days, I have like apps that could help me correct grammars, so I don't have to send it out to copy editors and proofreaders, and that have like accelerated my publishing. And for the last 2 months, I've actually been making good money on Amazon. They say your your wishes are will be manifested. It just depends on when you're ready. Maybe maybe I just wasn't ready around 2015, 2016 when I first joined at Amazon, and now that everything is all lined up, um, things are going pretty good. I mean, like, it's also like a lesson into how I keep saying that always be ready. Um, a lot of my clients and like real life friends that are not um, spiritual, quote unquote, that are not occult spiritual. They're just frustrating to talk to because they are, on one hand, they complain about life, and on the other hand, they are not doing enough to make the changes. So they're just in this loop of complaining, right? And so the lesson here is that if for somebody, let's put it this way, always wanted to be an author, and but they are not ready, right? They are not publishing. Um, they are not doing anything to publish. They're not writing enough because they say, oh, nobody will publish it, um, or they don't even have like a publishing account set up, or they have done nothing. Uh, you don't have to self-publish. Maybe you haven't done enough to explore getting a publisher, getting an agent, or whatnot. And all they do is sit around and complain, right? Compared to the people, I won't say I'm an example of success, right? Compared to the people who, despite not having any chance of getting published, they just keep writing and writing and writing, or they explore different avenues to get their work out. And when things are aligned, they don't have anything to do. They are not in a position to take advantage of the opportunity. Um, let's say you always wanted to publish, you always wanted to be a writer, and you say to yourself, nobody will publish my stuff. And you write a few stories here and there, You have some ideas, but you don't write them down. And then one day at a dinner party, you meet a literary agent. And, you know, you guys are talking and, he's interested in your stuff. And, oh, yeah. And he will be like, hey, send me some of your stuff. I'll take a look. And you don't have anything to send him or her. So, the spirit could help you because the spirits will bring you these opportunities. The question is, are you ready to roll, right? Hello, am lead, low, middle. How are you? All right, without further ado, on to our featured presentations. Do-do-do. Right. All right, so this is a recording for Super Witch Power portal opening for Halloween. Okay, everybody, relax, sit down or lay down on your back. If you're sitting down, have your feet flat, have your feet flat on the floor. If you have legs crossed, please uncross them now. Let my voice guide you now. Let every word flow into you, gently loosening each thought, each breath. As you drift deeper into the space where only you and I exist, feel my presence close, as though my hand rests softly in yours, guiding you, holding you in a cocoon of peace and trust. Every sound, every word wrap around you like a warm, gentle touch. And with each breath, you feel the world fading away, leaving only the soothing weight of relaxation flowing inside you. Imagine now my hands brushing over your temples, fingers gently massaging your scalp, easing every bit of tension, each point of pressure releasing, melting. Let the sensation drift down through your mind, a wave of calm that flows from your temple down to your neck, sinking deeply into your muscles, loosening everything, as if my energy moves inside, gently releasing all that doesn't belong. Each stroke, each gentle touch brings you deeper, loosening your mind, every inch of you melting, unwinding in blissful waves. Feel yourself floating, wrapped in a soft, shimmering cocoon of psychic energy, a cocoon woven from my words, my touch, my care, enveloping you, shielding you. Imagine the sensation, warm and tingling, like a protective shell that lets you like a protective shell that lets you float freely, drifting further and deeper through layers of consciousness. Picture yourself surrounded by stars, each one glowing softly, each one a gateway to a higher realm of understanding. And with each movement, you feel yourself rising, drifting through the portals of the astral. You feel yourself rising, drifting through the portals of the astral realm, lifted, ascending gently, layer by layer. Let my energy move deeper inside you now. Feel it tracing through every fiber, every muscles. Each gentle stroke of energy rubs away tension, flowing from your scalp to your temples, your face, down your neck, melting into your shoulders, unwinding, loosening. Feel your breath slowing, deepening, filling you up with each inhale, and with each exhale, you release, letting go, falling deeper into this cocoon of peace and trust. Let the sense of warmth expand as you drift further, floating into the cosmic space between worlds. Each word from me drawing you closer to pure release. You are held, protected, safe, wrapped in my touch, my energy, feeling it vibrate through you, tingling at the edges, bringing you deeper. There is a sense of warmth spreading within you, gentle yet potent, melting away all that doesn't serve you, leaving only a soft bliss that resonates with your every breath. Feel the closeness between us, a profound connection that sinks into every part of you. My energy merges with yours. My presence fills your awareness, making you feel completely safe, deeply relaxed, cherished. You feel me there with you, as if my touch guides you from within. Each stroke, each sensation deepens your surrender, letting go completely. As you drift, notice the layers of heavenly light above you, portals opening up to realms that vibrate with higher consciousness, guiding you further, raising your mind, lifting it to new levels. You can sense the anticipation, the journey that awaits, each layer shimmering with the promise of something more powerful, a touch of ancient magic ready to connect with you. Feel how deeply you crave this, how every part of your desires, how every part of you desires to open, to embrace this journey, to trust and surrender to the experience. And now we begin to descend, floating gently as I count down from 10 to 1, with each number taking you deeper, closer to sleep, opening you up fully, layer by layer. 10, floating, warm, blissful. 9, drifting, deeper, my touch surrounding you. 8, relaxing, fully, feeling my energy merging with yours. 7, sinking further, mind being quiet and calm. 6, every part of you loosens, tension melting away. 5, wrapped in warmth, my energy holding you, loving you. 4, feeling safe, protected, completely trusting. 3, deeper still, ready and open for all that awaits. 2, blissfully, 2, blissfully surrendering to this experience, safe and secure. 1, completely relaxed now, in a total peace, completely relaxed now, in total peace, ready for the journey to begin. Sleep now. As you drift deeper, feel my presence inside you, closer now, embodied in Deion, your spirit guide, your protector. He stands before you, long hair flowing softly, glasses framing from those deep eyes that seems to hold the secrets of the cosmos. You feel an unbreakable bond, a warm, gentle energy that fills you with calm. Whenever you feel anxious, whenever you need comfort, simply squeeze my hand and feel me there, grounding you, loving you, pouring trust and strength into you. There is no rush, only this timeless space where we are connected, where you're safe, where you feel my energy merging with yours, deep inside, vibrating softly. Together, we begin to open a portal, a gateway to the astral, rich with radiant energy, pouring into you, fueling, filling every part of you with warmth and light. You feel this energy moving, tingling, blissfully vibrating deep within, opening you up to new dimensions, to a higher level of consciousness. With each pulse of this, with each pulse of this portal, this energy flows deeper inside, expanding, filling, releasing all tension as you trust, as you open to this journey, knowing that I'm here with you, releasing all tension, knowing that I'm here with you, guiding, holding, loving you. Allow yourself to surrender. To allow yourself, allow yourself to surrender to this powerful energy, to feel it seeping through every cell, transforming you, lifting your soul as we step forward together. Now, I want you to feel me here with you, my voice guiding you, my presence beside you, my presence beside you as we begin in this journey. Trust in this moment, in the energy that surrounds us. Feel my hand gently in yours, holding you steady. As Deion, your spirit guide, my presence is profound, powerful. As Dion, your spirit guide, appears before you, my presence is profound and powerful, the very voice of God. My energy swirls with raw potency, preparing, aligning with the astral currents. I know the secrets of the astral realm, and now, through me, through my voice, I am opening this portal for you, for both of us. Feel the portal crackling. Feel this portal cracking open within you, like a door to infinite power. It unfolds slowly. As it does, I can feel your energy merging with mine, trusting in my voice, in deepening with every word. Feel the flow of this energy as I push it through, filling you up, charging every cell in your body. Every particle of your being is being infused with this astral energy. The energy is electric, it is pure, and it surges deep within you, reaching every corner of your body. An unstoppable force of astral light. Feel this energy vibrating, resonating through you, filling you up, pushing out all doubts, all fear that no longer serves your purposes. I can feel you opening up to it, surrendering, letting go, and feel the vibration as they intensify, as this energy flows into you with every breath you take. It is organic, it is raw, and is blissfully potent, flooding you, filling you, leaving no room for anything but pure witch power. Feel your spirit awakening. Every nerve is alive and tingling with energy. This is the very essence of magic, the lifeblood of every witch. Feel it swelling within you, this raw power pulsating through your veins, shaking every inch of you, opening you further, releasing all restraint. The more you trust this, the deeper you let it in, and the stronger it flows, pouring from this portal directly into you, expanding, amplifying. Your aura begins to swell, a powerful protective shield, woven from the strength of Deion and the ancestor the Garrett, woven from the strength of Deion and the spirits that gathers around us. Each spirit leads you, each spirit lends you their strength, their protection. You feel them around you, amplifying the potency of your energy, fortifying your aura. You are safe, protected, loved deeply by this force, vibrating with untouchable strength. And now, this supercharged energy begins to settle within you, binding to every fiber of your being. Your aura grows stronger than before, reinforced with layers of ancient magic, enduring and powerful. You are no longer just receiving this energy, you are this energy. Feel it binds to you, held within, merging into every cell, every pulse, echoing through the depths of your consciousness. This astral energy sharpens your mind, your psychic vision clearing. Your psychic vision clearing, enabling you to see, to sense, to know more profoundly. Your senses are heightened, your intuition crystal clear, visions appearing with ease, clarity flowing freely. This is your gift as a witch, magnified, empowered, made complete by the limitless power now surging through you. You are deeply connected, your spirit fully aligned, boundless in ability. Feel how your magic has grown, how it pulses through you, flowing like lightning, charged and electric, powerful beyond measure. Your spells, your rituals are now infused with this power, resonating with amplified intent and precision. Every movement, every word you cast, every intention you set will resonate within this power, making your magic irresistibly, making your magic irresistibly, magic, yeah, making your magic much more potent. Each spell now reverberates with this charged energy, making your workings much more effective, precise, and unstoppable. The portal remains open as Deion holds it steady, and the flow continues, endless and infinite, pushing deeper into you, vibrating through every part of you. Your mind and spirit absorbs it like a sponge, drinking in each pulse of energy, holding it within you. This energy is now yours, permanent, integrated, extending beyond this moment, lasting long after this night. You are now charged, alive, and infinite, with every ounce of energy pouring into you now. Let this power ground within you, settling, deep, secure, and unshakable. This portal, this connection, has been given to you. This portal, this connection, has given you all that you need, all that you're meant to hold as a witch, empowered force of nature, eternal, protected, and unbreakable. Trust this power. Trust this power. Feel it within, ready for you to wield at any moment. This energy flows within you, and I'm here, my voice with you, my hand steady on yours, as you become fully charged, fully awakened, filled with the boundless energy of the astral realms. I want you to feel this overwhelming power surging through you, expanding from within, radiating out into every layer of your aura. It is no longer just contained, it is pushing outwards, filling every space around you with a vibrant, unbreakable force. This energy pulses and grows, an infinite well of magical power that starts from deep within you and expands, surrounding you in a blazing aura of strength. Your presence is undeniable, unstoppable. You are a super witch, a beacon of astral power that commands all that it touches. Every breath you take amplifies it. Every beat of your heart fuels it, making it twice as strong, twice as potent. Now, feel this force wrapping all around you like a second skin, a barrier of pure, undeniable energy that pulsates with every word I speak. My voice feeds this power within you, nourishing it, doubling its strength. Each time you listen, each time my word touches your mind, this energy becomes stronger, more expansive, growing and surging, pushing it out further. It envelops you entirely, radiating out from your very core, surrounding you with a field so potent that nothing can pierce it, nothing can diminish it. You are protected, fortified beyond measured, with a force that only grows with every word, every beat, and every breath. This energy isn't just power, it is your essence, your truth as a super witch. It fills every fiber, every cell, lighting you up from within and radiating outward. You are limitless, surrounded by an aura that pulsates with raw, mystical power. You are a force, unstoppable, capable of bending reality to your will. Your aura, a living testament of the strength you now wield. With every sound of my voice, you grow stronger. With every word, etching this power deeper into you, embedding it within your soul. You are the embodiment of limitless power, eternal, boundless, a super witch born anew with every breath. Feel yourself beginning to awake now, feeling energized, inspired, alive with this newfound power flowing within you. The witch energy now pulsates deep inside you. The witch energy now pulsates inside you, has turned on every part of you, awakening a fierce, intelligent mind. A mind that is clear, sharp, and focused, ready to seize every opportunity. You feel your psychic abilities turned on, bright and receptive. Your astral senses keenly aware, deeply attuned. Your charisma now turned on, effortlessly drawing others to you, magnetizing prosperity and abundance as you move through life. Your ability to attract money is now turned on, drawing wealth naturally, effortlessly, fueled by this powerful energy that have opened up inside you. This super witch power have transformed you on every level. Physically, you feel it, strong, vibrant, and alive. It is time to seize this moment, to work hard, to study, to push yourself to higher heights, to push yourself to new heights, to work out and exercise, nourish your body with healthy food, and pursue every facet of your life to its fullest extent. Your magic has been upgraded. Every part of you turned on and turned in, ready to create, to manifest, to conquer your world with unshakable confidence. Let the power that fuels your every action, your every thought, inspiring you to take full advantages of the abilities I have awakened in you. And as you move forward, know that you remember Deion's voice, my voice, in your dreams, guiding you towards love and abundance, a healthy body, and a clear spirit. Each night, each moment of rest, you will feel this energy humming within, this seed of success vibrating, growing, expanding. Gratitude fills you now, a deep, thankful appreciation for the spirit, for the power, for this power flowing within you. Feel yourself happy, blissful, tingling with this energy, knowing you have unlocked something extraordinary, something meant to empower you beyond measure. Now, let's return fully, feeling this energy alive in every cell, counting up to full awareness now. 1. Feeling grounded and alert, energy flowing freely. 2. Awakening now, mind sharper, spirit more clear. 3. Turning on your focus, motivation, fully alive now. 4. Eyes ready to open, every sense is turned on and tuned in. 5. Wide awake, fully empowered, ready to seize every moment with this super witch power vibrant within you. Whenever you're ready, come back to this room now. Feeling great, doesn't it? All right, so we are back in this room. I think we got knocked off of Instagram. Let me just share this. Or let me go back on Instagram for you. All right, so we are back. Oh, hello, Dixie Wimmer. Dixie Wimmer is a hi Deion. I just joined. After the hypnosis session, I would like to ask a quick question. Yeah, feel free to ask anytime. So yeah, I apologize. I'm just feeling a bit lightheaded. Once again, my nasals are acting up. and I'm just not breathing properly, so that's why I'm feeling a little bit lightheaded. Oh, yeah. Anybody else still in the room? Everybody passed out. Hey, FGFG, you're still here. Thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you for always being here. So yeah, next week, North American clock set back 1 hour. Make sure if you're overseas, make sure to check that you'll be here. Um, um, uh, when in doubt, you can Google what time is it in New York, and you will know. So I try to keep it at 10 a.m. The clock here. Um, yeah. Sorry, just feeling a little bit off today. This Dixie Wilmer said, "The spell you did for me a while ago is still going great. I have a T-shirt now that carries some good emotional energy. I want to use that energy to enchant my silver necklace. Can I do this?" Yes, of course. I'm afraid that if I wash the T-shirt, the energy will go away. No, it won't go away. If you don't wash your T-shirt, your friends will go away. Tracy said, "Don't apologize. That was wonderful. Very generous of yours." Thank you, Tracy, for stopping by. Always good to meet a new friend. A new friend, right? I don't think I've met you before, unless we have met through other social media. How do I change my necklace? Um, you can use it in ritual. Um, you can summon the spirit. So enchanted item in black magic term is just it becomes a portal for the spirit to come in and out of your world. Um, so you can there's like rituals you can do to enchant an object, and the more rituals you do with an object, the more likely that the spirit will use it as a portal to come in and out of your world. And yeah, so it's more about how much energy you put into your enchanted items, right? So you do a ritual, asking the spirit to come through this objects for you, and then you just do a lot of rituals, and you place your objects on your altar, and in your altar you have a lot of things that hello Wei Wei, thanks for joining on Instagram. We are also on YouTube, so if I read a comment you don't see on your screen, um, that's why. So feel free to join us on YouTube too. We have more lively discussion there, and I have a much better microphone on YouTube. FGFG said, "Okay, I will pay attention to the next week." Dexter Wilmer said, "I see, thank you." And you wanted to bind it to January, right? If it is a spirit that you have worked with often, it's easier to enchant that item. And after a while, like I have a lot of enchanted items for sale. In the beginning, I use it. Maybe it helps you at your stage of development, right? Um, and after a while, I become the portal that the spirit go through. It just make it much easier that way. So like I bind myself directly to the spirit. Um, this is why I don't wear a lot of blinks. So that's just like your natural development. What kind of necklace is it? So like have some kind of natural crystal in your necklace that would help store the energy of your ritual. Elegant Roses said, "Hello, Dion, and wonderful people. Happy Sunday, everybody." Hello, Elegant Roses. Always good to hear from you. And thank you, Elegant Roses, for stopping by my premiere. Sorry I didn't get a chance to say hi. The premiere was 8 hour long, so I just let it run, and then I do other things. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Always good to hear from you. How's life? Are you still in Ohio? Um, Dexy Wimmer said, "I want to bind it to Germany." Yes, it's just a silver necklace. Yes, that's great. I mean, start with something. Like, just use what you have. Um, just there's no need to buy really expensive items. Uh, yeah, the so what you wear during the ritual also become enchanted. So wash your t-shirt, but the same t-shirt will also be a little bit enchanted. Like I wear the same sweater every time I do my rituals. Some people wear a cloak. It's like when I started, I didn't know all these stuff, so like a lot of my outer tools are kind of rough. But after a while, all these tools become enchanted, and I just keep using them. Right? It's kind of like, have you seen the movie, um, the Indiana Jones movie, Search of the Holy Grail? Right? Like the actual Holy Grail that Jesus used is not something that is encrusted in diamond and gold, right? It is just a normal object. You'll find that most enchanted objects are not like are not things you find in the museum. You know, it's not something you'll find in like a high-end jewelry store. Um, After a while, you will get a knack to what kind of object that your spirits like to go through. Some spirits like to go through a plant. Some spirit like to go through crystals. Some objects, some spirit like to go through a knife or a dagger or sword. Yeah, you'll get a knack of it. Elegant Rosa says, "LOL. So you do see the relocation in the next year with the guy Archangel Hanaya bless me. That's awesome. Of course." Elegant Rosa said, "You already know I have to give thanks to Goddess Hecate, Lucifer, and Archangel Hanayo for always looking out for me. I'm in Ohio, but grateful to relocate to the next state." Hey, I'm so happy that things are happening for you. And it's not going to be a smooth ride. And in fact, it is enchanted when it is not smooth. That means they are moving energy to lift you up for a higher state, right? It's like working out, right? Like if after working out, you don't feel pain in your muscles and if you haven't sweat, that's a poor job of working out. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, so all this chaos happening means that they are interfering to help you. Dexy Wilmer said, "I have two choices on Friday. Go to location A or location B. A voice in my head said to go to location A. It was the same type of voice I heard before. It turns out it was a very good choice." Oh, really? Tell us more. Tell us a story. Hello, Wei Wei on Instagram. How are you? "I am in Ohio because my ex-husband is not showing up to court," Elegant Rosa said. Yeah, that's pretty rough, huh? I'm just telling my Asian friends that going to court is like a way of life for Americans. Like for Asian people, they say, well, it's like they would try to avoid going to court at any opportunity. Like it is something that they try to avoid at all costs. But for Americans, it's like daily life. I did my laundry, went to the dollar store, and then stopped by court. Yeah, it's kind of suck. You know, I can see it sucking, but I guess like it's something that everybody have to go through at some point in their life, right? It's growing pain, you know. But I do hear a lot of stories where, you know, after the mess of court, everything settles afterwards and they live happily ever after. I have this is not a occult clients, but like my other business client, she went through a divorce for 20 years. So, you know, things could get tied up in court very painfully. But like for that client, she ultimately, you know, get on with the man that she wants and they're living happily ever after. Elegant Rosa said, my ex doesn't talk to me, see our daughter, or show up to court on court dates. I'll forgive the past, but I want to move forward. They reopened our divorce and his domestic violence case against me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, you know, for Americans, more than any part of the world, like court has become like this, it's been weaponized, you know. Like people can't solve their problems. It's mostly the egos too, you know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know anything about your case, so I don't want to like overstep my bound. But I can see things clearing up for you. Um, it's just that a lot of times that people are just through court are just using it to hurt other people, you know. Yeah, but I can totally see things working out for you. I can see light coming into your realm. Elegant Rosa said, so I am grateful I don't have to deal with all the drama anymore, but it's because he owns a lot of child support. LOL, I told my ex's ego was the issue. Yes, that was exactly what I've been saying. I mean, his ego is also holding him down, you know. What was the lesson for Star Wars, for Darth Vader? It is he can go as far as his dark side limits him, right? The question has always been why, if Darth Vader is so powerful, why isn't he the Emperor? And we know it's because his dark side held him back from being the most powerful man in the universe, you know? Was the same pride before fall, you know? Um, Dixie Woman said, the first time I heard that voice was 2 months ago. He told me to stay in a random city instead of taking the train home, even though I had no place to sleep. At the end, I met two French girls where I could sleep. And with one of the girls, I had a very fun evening, and she helped me heal in many ways afterwards too. Oh wow, that's great. That is a great story, my friend. You should write a book about it. Turns it into a movie. I heard the same type of voice last Friday. I had a similar experience again. I just described. Oh wow, that is a great story to tell. You really should like write down and keep a journal and write a book about it. Have you seen that movie Before Sunrise and Before Sunset with Ethan Hawke and a French lady? Well, yeah, so glad that things are working out for you. How are the French ladies? I think French ladies are probably more fun than Dutch ladies, right? Culturally. So I am grateful that I don't have to deal with, okay, I read that already. So Elegant Rosa said, How can I honor Hecate, Lucifer, and Archangel Hanayo during Halloween? Well, set up an altar for them in your house or in your room. Put some offerings on it and sit next to the altar. Uh, that way they can pass some energy through you and then pass some wisdom through you. Do you know what I mean by a download? So modern day black magician would talk about a download, which is like this very heavy, thick kind of energy that the spirit seems to push through you. At the time, it doesn't make a lot of sense. You see a lot of images flashes in front of your eyes. Uh, you would just feel really heavy for a few days. It's kind of like this massive load of data just stored inside you. But over time, you're going to unpack it, and then you'll see more instructions, and you have to like line them up with your instinct, and there it is going to start manifesting things that you want and to elevate your life. Next Wilmer, you felt something like that too, right? Like after the ritual, you must have felt um, like this really heavy energy for a few days, and then it lightens up, and then it turns into instructions and instinct and intuition, and then you act upon these intuitions through trial and error. Some of them doesn't work out, some of them do, and over time, statistically, by following these intuition and instinct, uh, you find every part of life elevating. And looking back, right, Dixie Wilmer, like your wishes that came true. It's just not the way you wanted it, right? Like it just doesn't. It's not the same way that you envision it to manifest, but it manifested, right? Dixie Wilmer said, "I keep a journal already. I want to make a book into it, but maybe more stylized. Hey, it just take start writing it, and you'll find that as you're writing and thinking, the more you write, the more ideas is going to come to you, and it is going to get sorted out." Dixie Wilmer said the French ladies were greatly fun and kind, very pretty too. One of the girls happened to be clairvoyant, or at least she told me. She didn't go into detail, but she found me very intricate. Nice. I don't know if I felt a heavy energy, but I did feel an energy shift. I just felt different. Yes, I think maybe it's just a different way of describing it. But yes, the rest, I agree. Yes, I guess like everybody could experience it differently. Elegant Rosa said, "Can you tell me more about this hypnosis you did today? Deion, your work is amazing and always. And when I get into my new apartment, you already know I'll get the new lipstick again." Okay, that's great. Can you bind angel energy to the lipstick? I guess now, yes. They're telling me that they can do it with Hanayo. Like it before, there's a folk wisdom that says angels doesn't wear makeup. But then, they just kind of laugh at it. When I was starting, they don't want to confuse me, but now they're telling me that it's fine. You can do it. Um, yeah, so Dixie Wimmer, yes. Yeah, everybody feels different, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like there's an energy shift. You can feel it. Um, Tiny J said, "Hello, Dion. How are you?" Hello, Tiny J. How are you doing? How's Hong Kong? So yeah, Tiny J was telling FGFG that next week for North America we are setting our clock back for an hour. So we're starting, I guess, in Hong Kong time and Singapore time. We're starting at 9 instead of 10. It will still be 10 o'clock a.m. in New York. So when in doubt, when you have a time zone question, you can just Google it. What time is it in New York? And then they will tell you. Hello, Instagram. Hello, manifesting energy. Hey, we are on YouTube too. So come on YouTube for a better discussion experience and better sound quality. So yeah, so I'm so glad to see everybody are doing so well, enjoying the fall season. Can you believe it? It is November already. It just feels like yesterday I was trying to solve the heat problem. How I have to turn off the air conditioner while doing live stream, and now I'm getting too cold, and how to not turn on the space heater when I am doing live streams. So it's nice and sunny. It's very nice outside. Maybe I should go outside and get some fresh air. You guys are great. Always here for me and always here for the live stream, making the discussion great. Oh yeah, so Elegant Rosa said, "Tell me more about this hypnosis you did today." So we did the Super Witch hypnosis. We're pouring energy straight from the portals. So Halloween technically is the closest between the living world and the death and the world of death. So it's in a way, they don't understand. So for the ancient Celtics, they don't understand the astral realm and things like that, like the way we knows it, right? Um, so we just interpret it as opening a portal for the astral realm, and we're pouring this astral energy through you and enabling you to become a better black magician and better witch, right? Um, a lot of people, including Dixie Wilmer, you can attest to it. Once the hypnosis session starts, um, for everybody, it has a life of its own. So, listening to this just by opening up this astral energy through this and other hypnosis session, um, your soul and your spirits and your spirit guide is going to take you through the way you want to experience it, right? And the way that best fits you. Um, like a lot of black magicians or beginner black magicians, myself too, have a hard time maintaining focus. Well, first of all, having a hard time getting into trance state and staying and maintaining the trance state and maintaining focus in the trance state. So the hypnosis session takes you into trance state and guide you through it. Um, and just find the one that you like most. You can listening to that, and sometimes you get bored, and then you go on to the next one. So Tiny J said, "Okay, we'll start the live stream earlier next week in Hong Kong." Okay, yeah, thanks for being here. Lucifer Spell Eater, Fang Smile, hello. Lucifer with Fang. Dexter Wilmer said, "Sometimes I get vivid visuals and feeling during the hypnosis. Sometimes I just passed out and don't remember much." Yeah, so that is the common experience. So sometimes passing out is not such a bad thing, right? It's like your brain is rearranging itself, um, either through the hypnosis or you allow the spirit to rearrange your mind, right? Uh, Also, there's such a thing called schema. Like we remember things by triggers, right? Sometimes in dreams and in deep hypnosis, things just happen with no point of references in real life. That is why you can't remember what you dreamed because it is so far detached from reality. Um, and also, this is how deja vu works, right? Deja vu works because you are back in a situation where it triggered what you saw in your dreams, right? So those are the trigger points that help you remember your dreams and or the hypnosis. And without that, this is why you forget what you dreamed about. Dexter Wilmer said, by the way, I sometimes, when I'm in trance, I suddenly see a very bright flash, light flash. That could be, yeah, it could be anything. It could be the portal opening that I've been describing during the script, or it could be, your spirit guide being very close to you. The bright light flashes last only a few seconds. Yes. I guess like maybe also because you are elevated to a higher energy level and the light is part of you now, right? So it's like the airplane effect. When you're flying 800 miles an hour, you don't feel fast because you are traveling at that speed. So once your energy has been raised to a higher level, you don't really feel the acceleration, right? You are at the higher tropic level. So this is why you see the bright light, and the bright light doesn't last just because you are adjusted to it. Sorry, I have to keep blowing my nose. That makes sense. Thank you. Also, because a lot of my clients would tell me that when they make a pact, they have all kinds of feelings, feeling different, and things are accelerating. But like after a few months, they feel like the spirit have left them. That's They didn't leave you. It's just because you are just accustomed to a higher level of energy. You're just accustomed to the energy. This is why you don't feel nauseated. You don't feel like you need to puke. Um, yeah, so it's just that you are accustomed to this higher energy and you're just more accustomed to the spirit around you. This is why you don't feel it around anymore, which is a good thing. They're doing things well in life. Um, you don't expect like all kinds of weird things happening all the time, right? Like you don't expect like new check arrives in your mailbox every day, but you're making so much more money than before. So this is a sign that you are accustomed to a higher level of energy. Alec and Rosa said my daughter was talking about galactic and paladin force at age 9. I laughed and I was like, are you talking about child? Now I dream about it and my crystals. Yes. Is your daughter a Star Wars fan? Alec and Rosa says, I don't want Lucifer or Archangel Haniah ever leave me. I should have asked for a life pact. Okay, so you're talking about difference between the 12-year pact and the life pact. Right? So if you keep working with them, you can develop like a natural pact, right? Um, if they enjoy working with you and they see that you are taking them seriously, they don't have to leave you. They will just be hanging around and continue their advice and ready you. So yeah, so you can have a natural pact without ever signing one. I was just reading World War II history. The word pact doesn't carry a lot of weight. Did you know Germany, Germany and Poland have a pact right up until the war starts? So yeah, pacts are not what it used to be. Hello, Cersei Kane. Hello, Altered Noah PH on Instagram. How are you guys doing? Thanks for joining us. And and the Nazis and the Soviets also had a pact. and that didn't go well. So, as much as we want to honor a pact, the word has been tainted, I guess. Dixie Women said, "What's your thoughts on deja vu? In my opinion, it's a crossroad of your free will. Whenever I have deja vu, I know I have an important decision to make, which I can mess up and act right." Yeah, that could be it. I can feel the more free will you have, the more you experience deja vu. Most people life on autopilot because of habits and upbringing. Not to hate on Germany, but interesting history. Yes. Um, yeah. So good points you made. I've been experiencing a lot more deja vu since I have um, been a black magician. Also because I've been much better in documenting my dreams with like um, iPhones and things. Oh yeah, did I tell you? So I actually wrote that in one of my stories. So back when I was younger, I was trying to get into this college or this university in Boston, and it was a long shot. But like one night, I dreamt about I was under a bridge close to campus. At the time, I've never been to Boston, um, and then kind of forgotten about it. Much later, through a miracle, I got into that college, and then I was just wandering around campus, and then I went to this bridge, which is very familiar to me. I went under the bridge, and everything, like all the carving of the stone, matches my dream exactly. Even the graffitis in my dreams matches exactly. It was as if, like in my dreams, I had traveled into the future, and I saw the exact place that I'm going to be, and every rock, every crack in the stairs, every graffitis are exactly the same as in my dreams, and I've never been there before. So that's deja vu. It could also be like notes, like important moments that you will experience in your life, like a connective notes. How you got there could be different, but this is how you got here. Um, or kind of like a crossroad of dimension shift, right? Like this is the point where you shift to a different dimensions and you make quantum decisions. Every time you make a decision, you're shifting through dimensions. So maybe deja vu is like kind of like go back to what you said. It's the point where you make a life changing decisions, even though it may not sound like it is at the time. Elegant Rosa said, "Is that why my heart is always in debt to Hecate?" And my daughter was like, "No, mom, I was not into Star Wars." Ah, okay. Well, interesting because she is talking about themes from Star Wars. That's just what that's why I made that statement. Yeah, I mean, keep working with Hecate. She said there's more to be revealed to you, and you're just scratching the surface to what she can do for you. I mean, just like any mentor, right? They want to do more for you. They want to show you what you can do, um, if you let them. Like if somebody is mentoring you, they want to see you to be a winner, right? You know, and most people are not accepting coaching, are not accepting mentorship, even though they ask you to be their mentor, and you're telling them to do things that could best uh, explore their full potential and kind of like not make the same mistake that they did when they were first starting. But most people don't follow mentorship, even though they have a mentor, and most people don't follow coaching, even though they hired a coach. So maybe this is what Hikate is trying to tell you, that just be closer to her and follow the path that she's laying down for you, and stop sabotaging yourself. Dexy Wimmer said, interesting story. I've watched that video of yours, but yes, I forgot that part. I've been getting a lot of deja vu since I started with Magick and or living more consciously. So yeah, so you know, it could be like it's just a signpost that you are on the right path. It's kind of like, if you go to Paris, you see an Eiffel Tower. And if you got lost on your travel and you don't know where you are, you got out of the train station and you see Eiffel Tower, that means you're in Paris, right? It could be just a signpost that you are doing the right thing and you are at the right place. Dixie Wilmer said, for me, whenever I have deja vus, there will be a life-changing decision on the road within the same day or that week. Yeah. Or that decision has already in play. Like what you order in the restaurant, um, which train you take, you know, if you decided to take the Uber now or in 5 minutes, coffee or tea, you know, it could be a basket of decision making to a basket of outcomes, right? Like human mind is wired for a one-on-one kind of outcome, right? But we also know that it is not a one-to-one uh, input output. It's just that our mind couldn't see through a myriad of factors influencing a myriad of outcomes. But yeah, so it all sounded very exciting. I also don't think there's such a thing as a bad answer unless you do something crazy. You know, the spirits just want you to experience life to the fullest and fulfill your soul contract. Like when you come into this world, there is a bucket list of experience that you want to experience. And the more you experience it, the more energy you feel and the faster you ascend into a higher level of being. Like a lot of spirits want to experience things that we quite readily discard, right? Like Kraunik always wanted me to put more plants on his altar and always wanted me to plant him because he wanted to experience sunlight and growth as a plant. All the little things, like whenever you see a bug, we will crush it and we will try to, bacteria and viruses, we want to destroy them. But back in college, I studied a discipline called astral biology, which is finding life on other world. Like not even a bug, not even a virus, not even like genetic material. Like scientists and astronomers got excited if they can find like carbon and water on other worlds. Like things we take for granted as life here are a miracle in another world, right? Like I guess my point is like all the little things that we experience in our lifetime, the spirits also want to experience it through us and want us to pay attention, right? Hope there was a point in what I've just said. So this is turning out to a pretty good discussion. We had all that air when we started, but we're doing pretty good. All right. Any other questions? Oh, I'm also doing a mass ritual for Halloween opening. I put the ad up on Etsy or in my pattern store. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a portal opening for 3 days, starting from Halloween. If you can like join us, make the purchase decision soon. We're going to have a lot more perks because I have a team going on, and we're going to start opening the portal earlier on the day. But you have to like make the purchase on the 28th or 29th because it's like a team around the world. We are spread around different time zones. So, it will be starting early on the 31st. So, you want to get on the list a little bit ahead. That way we can include you for the massive ritual. Yeah, I put the ad up. So it's going to be very reasonable. Everybody can join. Or if you don't want to pay, if you just want to join, or if money is tight, you can pay whatever. And then I can include you in the ritual too. But those are like recommended donations. And like I've said before, you don't have to pay, but like you're not going to see any results. So like I've went through this teething pain before that, paying or not, and also I'm not going to include that in the ad. Whatever you pay, you're going to get back in multiples. So this is why I have no problem charging people. This is why I have no problem buying stuff for my altar and spending money on my spirits, because whatever I found that whatever money I spent on the occult, the spirits are giving me back in multiple. But I'm just being careful with what I say, because like some people is just going to turn that around, abuse it, and then blame it on me. But yeah, so I'm going to put that ad up sometime this afternoon. If you can join us, that would be great. And also look up in my bookstore. Hopefully, I can maybe I could put out like a Halloween love spell story, like a novel or something fun to read. Most of the occult books are like Latin and blood and destruction and power, power, power. Maybe we can change the mood a bit for something fun to read for Halloween, like some of my romantic adventure of Deion with love spell. So yeah, so I'm planning to put out a book sometimes this week. So keep an eye out on my Amazon store. If you are a Amazon Kindle subscriber, like the unlimited subscriber, you can read it for free. Make sure if you read my book on Amazon, make sure you read it to the end, especially if you are Kindle Unlimited, because Amazon counts how many pages was read. I got like 0.3 to 0.4 cent per page read. This is why the book was formatted the way it was, to make sure you flip all the way to the end. So if you do Kindle Unlimited on my books, just flip all the way to the end. Just scroll all the way down to the last page. That way, I can get paid the full 25 cents. and it will help my algorithm. And if you brought my book, make sure you leave a 5-star review. It will help me a lot on the algorithm. So, yeah, any other questions? We have some questions on. Hey, Cersei, on IG said, "What is the name of your book on Kindle?" I sent it to you. It's called 37 Laws of Magic. Well, I'll send you, like, if you got my book on Kindle, send me a email or a DM, and I'll send you the PDF of the book. That way you don't have to read it on the Kindle reader. It's called the 37 Laws of Magic, Cersei. I'll send you the link. And if you don't want to buy it, well, it's only 99 cents. It's cheaper than a Tim Horton coffee. But, I understand nobody wants to give money to Jeff Bezos. If you don't want to give your money to Jeff Bezos, let me know, and I'll send you a free copy. Dixie Wilmer said, I only do the live hypnosis sessions currently and listen to the Germany brainwave video on your YouTube. For the rest, I do not really still the mind. I mainly live consciously. Yes. Well, I mean, what do you mean consciously, though, right? You're talking to a hypnotist, so the word consciousness have very, very deep meaning. You know, your consciousness, even though you're wide awake, eyes open, you know, goes through different states throughout the day. The hypnosis is just to prime your mind, right? You know, you can shift your consciousness throughout the day. And you can be like wide awake and you'll still be in a state of hypnosis, right? You get what I'm saying? Consciously, I mean looking out for signals, choices to make, etc., messages, intuition, etc. Oh yeah, perfect. And I'll be putting out more those brainwave videos. I've made one for Bailiff, King Bailiff from Ask Asia. I have a few of my clients who are working with Bailiff, so I put that out. So if you have a request, especially if I know you already, let me know which spirit that you want to work with, and I'll look out for that spirit and try to get the brainwave pattern for that particular spirit, and I will make a YouTube video for it. Cersei King said, "Oh, I have Kindle Unlimited, and I will support you because I love your work." Oh yeah, perfect. I'll send you my bookstore, Cersei. Please look through my collection and flip through all the pages all the way to the end, and leave me a 5-star review. That will help me a lot with the algorithm. Make me look good in front of Jeff Bezos. Although, you know, I don't want to get political, but like Mr. Bezos has been very disappointing the last week. But yeah, thank you, Cersei. Much appreciated. Thank you for supporting me. All right, so the time is 1 hour, and we have been on air for an hour and 53 minutes. So yeah, so the back end discussion has been pretty good. Thank you for everybody for joining and participating. Keep up with the good questions. You know, during the week, you know, take some notes, write your journals, and bring it back here on a Sunday and share it with us. And then I'm sure somebody who's listening to these sessions afterwards will also find it very useful. So you're not just speaking to me, you're speaking to the people who might be listening to this on a later date. And who knows, you could be channeling for a spirit, right? Like for example, you know, Elegant Roses, you're talking about Hecate, and then somebody in the future was thinking about working with Hecate, and then he read your story, what you've said, and then they decided to work with Hecate. And then you've channeled a message, and then Hecate is going to send you a blessing for bringing her a devoted follower. So you know you sometimes you're completing a spirit task without even knowing, and then you'll find your luck improved because the spirit wants to thank you. All this is a lot of fun. Cersei King said, "I'm just returning the good energy you have given me all these years." Oh, thank you, my friend. Let's keep this vibe going, and we keep the good energy flowing throughout our community, and we grow our community. So yeah, my nostrils are betraying me, and I'm getting really lightheaded. So we're doing good. We're online for about 2 hours, so that's we're hitting the mark pretty good. If there's a last minute message, please type it now, or forever hold your peace until next week. I know there's a delay about a minute from you typing it to me seeing it. But if I don't see anything in the next 2 minutes, we are going into the silence. All right. All right. With that, and with all the good participation we have, thank you, Elegant Roses, Dixie Wimmer, Cersei, everybody in IG who stopped by, FGFG, Tiny J. I hope I don't miss anybody. Tracy. And if I missed you, I meant well. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next week. Remember, time zone change for if you are outside of the United States and Canada. And I'll see you guys next week. Have fun, live life to the fullest, go win the lottery. Let magic be done. Fiat Magick. Hello, Sophia Queen. Yeah, Fiat Magick.